Yes, good morning to everybody that come to the class, and I put it over there on the screen. And can anyone can read it, please? Anyone can read it. What I put on the screen.
విజయం కన్నా దానికోసం చేసే ప్రయత్నం గొప్పది. శుభోదయం.
Yes, you know that success is not that much because definitely a person is going to make it out, but the success depend upon your trial. Success depend upon your foundation. Success depend upon your work. Success depends upon your how the determination you have. So depending upon that, the success will be rest. If all those things in a proper order, then success would be automatic. That is the whole idea behind it. Any question? Say yes or no. I shall proceed. Any question? Shall I proceed? Say.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's it. Why do you are keeping quiet? If you keep quiet, I already told you, my legs are fettered, my hands are handcuffed, my tongue is tied. If you keep quiet. Did you get me the terminology I used? My legs are fettered, I said. What is meant by fettered? Anyone? What is meant by fettered? Say yes or no, so that I can give the answer. Yes. F-E-T-T-E-R-D. Sir, we are checking the smartphone, sir. So that fettered ante kaalanu katteyadamu annattu adi. Daggari katteyadani fettered antaru. My hands are handcuffed. Means నాకు హ్యాండ్ కఫ్ వేసినట్టు ఉంటది మీరు మాట్లాడకపోతే. మై టంగ్ ఈస్ టైడ్ అంటే నా నాలుక చెప్పాలా? మై టంగ్ ఈస్ టైడ్. సే కట్టేసినట్టు ఉంటది అన్నట్టు. టైట్ అంటే ఇక్కడ
టైడ్ విత్ రోప్.
Yes, that is my legs are fettered, my hands are handcuffed, my tongue is tied if I don't hear the response from you. That is the style of my teaching. Yes, come to the Mutwalli. Because yesterday I told you that Mutwalli and Kitabia, in this class we are going to deal it. I don't know how many people that read it. Sir, we did not have the time. Sir, we are very much busy in the other activities, sir, that we did not pay it. Okay, anyone can say that who is a Mutwalli? Anyone? Sir, మీరు స్క్రీన్ మీద పెట్టి అడగకండి సార్. ఓకే, నౌ యు టెల్ మీ. ఎనీవన్ కెన్ సే దట్ హూ ఇస్ ఏ ముతవల్లి? ఎస్.
Basically manager of Waqf.
It is a manager, a supervisor, a custodian who take care of the property, whose name is the God, the Almighty would be there. So to taking that sir property God ki icchinappudu sir Almighty ki icchinappudu Almighty aduku chuskovala ga sir. No. Almighty has created the man, and the man has to use it by using the brain which is given by the Almighty. This is my school of thought. Kiran, any objection? Sir, Kiran is there or not? Otherwise, I would like to see whether he is there or not. No, just before he was there, but I don't know, when I opened and closed it, he disappeared. Okay, I come to the point is concerned. Yes, the God has given us the thinking power. And that thinking power, when it is given over there, naturally one should have to use it. Because generally saying like that, Galila Deepam Petti, Deepam Arpadanta Arpata. Untada? Yes, that you have to protect it by your hand, by your glass, by any other means. So what I want to say is, a Mutwalli is a person. I say person. I did not say man. A Mutwalli is a person who take care of the property, who supervise the property, and he is called the Mutwalli. That is the meaning of actually the Mutwalli. Then the person may be the he or she or a minor. Yes, it depends upon the situation. A person may be the he or she or a minor also. Let me see that what is the Mutwalli then. Yes, under Muslim law, as soon as a waqf is created, if the waqf is created over there, all rights of property pass out of the waqf. Out of the waqf, here you know that waqf means settler, means a person who makes such a waqf is called a waqf. Then the rights of the property pass out to the waqf, from the out of the Waqif or from the Waqif and invest in the God, Almighty God. But there is a need for a person who can look after the property and manage it. So Mutawalli under Muslim law is that person who supervises or takes over the management of the Waqf. Before we move further, knowledge of Waqf is prerequisite. What is Waqf? Everybody knows it. So something which is given for the time immemorial for the sake of the God, and only the thing is the usufruct can be used over there for the benefit of the people with which it is property is given object that is called. Then who can be a mutawalli under Muslim law? Then any say any person of sound mind and of majority age and is capable of performing the functions to be discharged under a particular waqf can be appointed as a mutawalli. However, a minor can also be a mutawalli where the office of his hereditary or where the line of succession is laid down in the waqf nama and office falls on a minor. Suppose the Waqif has written a Waqfnama, means document of the Waqf, where he mentioned, yes, so and so is the first Mutawalli, later on successor is so and so, so and so. Among them, if a minor also comes over there, yes, a minor can also be a Mutawalli, provided the natural guardian or the guardian on behalf of the minor could take up the property till he attains the age of majority. That is the whole idea behind it. Yeah, generally, a woman can also be appointed as a mutawalli, but where the mutawalli is required to discharge also religious function, a female as well as a non-Muslim cannot be appointed as a mutawalli. That means, suppose the mutawalli, if one of the function is offer the prayer or make them to offer the prayer and acting as a peshmam, at that instance, a woman cannot be or should not be a peshmam in the public place, and a non-Muslim also not a peshmam unless until that he converted and made and follow the tenets of the Islam, then only he can be a mutawalli, even a non-Muslim also. Yes, that is the conditions they have given over there, and where one can be a mutawalli. And who can appoint mutawalli? Anyone? Yes, just my test. Who can appoint mutawalli? Anyone can say. Yes. I said
So it's
who?
founder of property
Number
or
one,
sometimes court.
Number one, even a founder of the property, that means a settler, whether you can say Waqif can appoint the mutawalli, yes. Of course, he keep the mutawallis are in the waqfnama, yes. Then also keep the how a mutawalli can be removed, yes, in the waqfnama, and he will keep the particular object of this waqf also in the waqfnama, yes. But it should be immemorial time. But there is no such a condition that's only for 50 years. No, it for the once it is given. That's all. Because once you spit, you cannot again lick it back. In the same way, once you have given forever, but the only usufruct would be enjoyed by it. But suppose that in case which is benefit for the object which is made it over there, if the waqf property can also be sold, if it is given in the waqfnama or by the permission of the court. So in any case, there is no such a thing. If mutawalli is not appointed over there, then the first mutawalli is the person who is a settler. Means he himself. That means waqif. He would be a first mutawalli if it is not specified over there. That is what the what Abu Yusuf has narrated. Because Prophet Islam said, when you do the waqf, naturally the waqf should have the mutawalli. When nothing is specified over there, implied meaning is that the waqif himself will be a first mutawalli. So that would be the analogy will be taken. So we follow the Abu Yusuf principles in the waqf. Hence, if no person is appointed as a mutawalli, at that instance, the waqif is alive and he himself is a mutawalli. Suppose after giving the property to the in the name of the God, and after a 1 hour or 2 hours later, before the appointment of mutawalli, suppose the waqif died. Now you tell me, who will be the mutawalli? Did you ask? Did you get my point? What I asked the question? See that he dedicated the property to the God. After 1 hour, the waqif died without mentioning the name under the Waqfnama without mentioning anyone. At that instant, who will take care of the property and whether the court will interfere in that matter? You tell me. What did you get because of the previous knowledge which you have it? Anyone say yes or no, or you can say pass on. I can give the answer, but don't waste the time. Yes.
Court can interfere, sir.
Yes, Waqif himself is not there at the time, court can interfere. But before the court can, suo moto cannot come to the court interfere it. If any one of the successor of the Waqif is come forward to act as a Mutawalli, yes, he can do so. If none of them is there, or if there is quarrel between the successors or legal heirs, then who will be the Mutawalli? At that instance, they will knock the door of the court, then court can interfere and appoint the Mutawalli. So long there is no dispute at all. Of course, the issue is not a public issue. Like Khammam incidents, what the Human Rights Commission did it? Anyone? The Khammam incident, recent incident. Sir, we never read. You need not to read. It is there. WhatsApp is enough. It will give every information to your door at the doorstep at your house. National Commission suo moto filed a case, registered a case, and sent the letter of order to the SP of the Khammam. Who is the SP of the Khammam? Why you are keeping quiet? Say yes or no. Or you say, I don't know, sir. Yes.
Not aware of the name.
అది చెప్పరాదండి, నేను ఏం అనాను కదా, మీకు కొట్టను కదా, నేను అట్లా చెప్తే పాస్ ఆన్ అంటే కూడా నేను ఊకుంటా కదా. Tafsir Iqbal, he is SP of the Khammam, and the Human Rights Commission instructed Tafsir Iqbal to give the report. Of course, they have mentioned the date also. The report should have to reach us. So, in some cases, suo moto, the court can interfere. That's what I want to say. But in such a case, Waqf cases, if the Waqf property is a very popular property and the dispute is more over there, at the time suo moto also, the court can interfere and appoint the. Otherwise, generally the court cannot interfere unless somebody taps the door. Suppose if anybody is having the two wives and he is a Hindu, can the court can interfere? Yes, please give the reply. I gave the option. If you don't know,
Yes, sir. Court can interfere, sir.
No, court cannot interfere.
Whenever conflict comes.
Whenever the conflict comes, somebody goes to the court. Yes, any other question? So long, what to? Even having the four also. If the four are happy, children are happy, everybody is happy. Can anyone go to the court? The court will not take the suo moto at that instance unless somebody knock the door of the court. So generally, a woman can be also appointed, and who can be appointed? Who can appoint Mutawalli means founder, that is the settler. A founder of the Waqf enjoys the full power of the appointment. Moreover, he can appoint himself as the first Mutawalli. He can also lay down the rules for the further appointment of Mutawalli. He also says that after this one, so and so person should be a Mutawalli. After that one, my son would be a Mutawalli, even though he is a minor. He can give such a direction. On his deathbed, even deathbed also, suppose he can appoint even a stranger as a Mutawalli. But if he recovers from the deathbed, then that appointment is not a valid. Yes, Mutawalli, in case where the founder of the Waqf are dead and there is no laid out scheme for succession, as the ongoing Mutawalli may appoint his successor on his deathbed, but he has so much power in health on the death of one of the joint Mutawalli, and the Waqf is silent on what to be done in the event of one of them, the office will pass on the survivorship. Suppose if the two Mutawallis are appointed over there, but one of the Mutawalli died over there, at the time the Mutawalli passes to the survivor. So that is the thing which I want to make it clear. When the court can interfere in all those cases where the founder has not appointed a Mutawalli, if the settler or a founder did not appoint the Mutawalli, or he cannot be appointed as a Mutawalli for us if he is insane, if he is a lunatic, Mutawalli himself, in case I am saying. So at that instance, he is incapable of it, and then appoint the Mutawalli, the court can appoint Mutawalli at that instance. Sir, what insane and sir, wafketlitar sir అని మీరు అడగచ్చు. So generally, when he is insane, he cannot do the property, the waqf. కానీ ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇన్సేన్ అయింది అనుకుందాం, అప్పుడు he cannot appoint himself as a Mutawalli, but the court interfere it to appoint the Mutawalli, because once the property is transferred forever. That is the point. The power of the appointment is vested in the district court. District court is having the jurisdiction to appoint the Mutawalli. Of course, that depends upon where the property is situated. Yes. Few rules are followed by the court as follows. Number one, the court disregard the direction of the settler. Suppose if anything wrong should be there in the settler, and suppose it is not good for the justice, equity, and good conscience, at that instance, the court need not to take the demand or the request of the Mutawalli. That is another point which can make it out. Yes, next point comes over there. The preference should be given to a member of the settler or over a stranger. So who will be given the preference means generally the preference will be given to a member of the settler, means the near relatives of the Waqif, that should be given, the priority should be given over there rather than a stranger. So that was the thing it is said it need not to be given to the stranger. That is the point which is made it clear. And congregation. Yes, anyone can know what is meant by congregation? Anyone? What did you understand by congregation? Yes or no? Tondara చెప్పాలా tondara. Don't waste the time. సార్ మాకు తెలియదు సార్, మీరే చెప్పాలి సార్. నో, ఐ వాంట్ టు టెస్ట్ యూ. అట్లీస్ట్ మాకు అస్సలే తెలియదు సార్ కాంగ్రిగేషన్ అంటే. మేము ఇప్పుడు స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్ లో చూస్తాం సార్, అప్పుడే కానీ మేము చెప్తాం సార్. ఓకే, చూడకండి, ఏం వద్ద అవసరం లేదు రండి, ఇప్పుడు చూడదు. కానీ
గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్
పీపుల్ ను కాంగ్రిగేషన్ అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు బహిరంగ సభ పెట్టింది అనుకోండి, ఆ సభకు వచ్చిన మొత్తం దాన్ని కాంగ్రిగేషన్ కూడా అని చెప్పొచ్చు. ఆరు సముదాయం కూడా పోదాన్ని కూడా కాంగ్రిగేషన్ కూడా చెప్పొచ్చు. గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ది పీపుల్. సో వేరే వక్ఫ్ ఈస్ ప్యూర్లీ లోకల్, లైక్ గ్రేవ్ యార్డ్, మాస్క్ ఉన్నదనుకోండి, గ్రేవ్ యార్డ్ ఉన్నదనుకోండి, దెన్ ద ముతవల్లి ఎవరిని అపాయింట్ చేస్తారంటే కాంగ్రిగేషన్ విల్ డిసైడ్. కలెక్టివ్ డెసిషన్ తీసుకుంటారు ఆఫ్ ద లొకాలిటీ, ఎవరు ముతవల్లి కావాలా. సో సపోజ్ ద కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్ ఉన్నది అనుకోండి, ఇద్దరు ముతవల్లి కావాలనుకుంటారు, ఓకే, దే కెన్ మేక్ ద జాయింట్ ముతవల్లీస్. లేదు సార్, అదేం లేదు సార్, ఒక ఓరల 2 ఖడ్గాలు ఉండవు సార్. ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పండి. ఒక ఓరలో 2 ఖడ్గాలు ఉండవు సార్. ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పండి. అసలు మాకు ఓర అంటే తెలియదు కాదు సార్, మీరు అది చెప్పండి. ఓరా అంటే ఏదైతే ఖడ్గం పెట్టేదాన్ని, కేసుని ఓరా అంటారు. ఎస్, తెలిస్తే తెలుసు అని చెప్పండి, లేకుంటే పాస్ అని చెప్పండి. నేను చెప్తాండి, టైం వేస్ట్ చేయకండి. పాస్ అనండి, డోంట్ అనకుండా మంచిగా ఉండదు. అది స్టైల్ లా పాస్ అంటే అయిపోతుంది. ఓరా అంటే స్కబ్బర్డ్ అన్నట్టు. స్కబ్బర్డ్, SCUBBARD, స్కబ్బర్డ్ అంటారు. ఇంకొక మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే షీత్, SHEATH, షీత్ కూడా అంటారు. ఏది ఓరాను ఎందులో అయితే ఖడ్గమే పెడతారో దాన్ని. స్వాడ్ని స్వాడే అంటారు. ఏ స్వాడ్ ఇన్ ద షీత్ ఆర్ స్వాడ్ ఇన్ ద స్కబ్బర్డ్, 2 యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. కాబట్టి 2 ఖడ్గాలు ఒక షీట్ లో ఉండవు. అంటే 2 రాజులు ఒకరిని పరిపాలించలేరు. ఒకడే రాజు ఉంటే ఒకడే ఉండాలా, అది సంగతి. సో ద వక్ఫ్ ఇక్కడ ఇది ఎందుకు చెప్తానంటే, సపోజ్ ద డిస్ప్యూట్ కమ్ ఓవర్ దేర్, సో 2 kings వుడ్ నాట్ బి దేర్, 1 king షుడ్ బి సెలెక్టెడ్. ఓకే, దే కెన్ యూజ్ ద బ్యాలెట్, సీక్రెట్ బ్యాలెట్ యూజ్ చేయండి. ఓకే, ఆర్ ఎనీ అదర్ మెటర్. ఓకే, చిత్తా బొత్తా ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పండి. కాయని ఎగరేస్తాం, చిత్తా బొత్తా అంటాం. ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పండి. అది చెప్పాలా, అట్లా చెప్పాలా. హెడ్ అండ్ టైల్ కూడా చేసుకోవచ్చు. అరే మనం ఇద్దరం పోటీ చేస్తాను కదరా, ఓకే, నీ ఫేట్ ఉంటే నీకు వస్తుంది, నా ఫేట్ కూడా వస్తుంది. ఓకే, టాస్ ఇట్. ఎస్, టాస్ ఇచ్చి పెడతారు. ఎవరైతే అనుకుంటే వారు. ఓకే, 1 వుడ్ బి దేర్, బికాస్ 2 men cannot rule it, only 1 man can rule it. Generally the saying is there. A secret between the 2 is a secret, but a secret among the 3 is a open secret. అర్థమైందా అండి నేనేం చెప్పింది? అసలు అదే కొంచెమైనా అర్థమైందా అని. రిపీట్. ఏ సీక్రెట్ బిట్వీన్ ద టూ ఈజ్ ఏ సీక్రెట్, బట్ ఏ సీక్రెట్ అమంగ్ త్రీ ఈజ్ ఏ ఓపెన్ సీక్రెట్. ఎప్పుడైనా రహస్యం ఇద్దరి మధ్యలోనే పెట్టాలా. సార్ నేను రహస్యం ఒక్కడనే పెట్టుకుంటా సార్, అది రహస్యమే కాదు. ఆర్ యు ఫాలోయింగ్? ఆర్ యు ఫాలోయింగ్? సే ఎస్ ఆర్ నో.
Yes, sir.
మరి ఎందుకు చెప్తలేరేంటండి? మీరు చెప్పాలా. నేను చెప్పేంత వరకు నేను ముందర పోలేను నేను, because that is my weakness. Okay, come to the next part. Is the power of Mutawalli under the Muslim law. As a Muslim law, power ఏమిటి Mutawalli. Mutawalli has the power of management and administration of work properties. He has the full power of the utilizing the work property for the purpose of which the work has been created. Means the object which the work is created, and he will see that he 100% could be attain the object. He can alienate the property, means sell the property with the prior sanction of the court. Even without the prior permission of the court, it is merely avoidable. So, suppose if he did not take the prior permission of the court, at the time, it is avoidable. Suppose a crop unnadi, ఒక పెద్ద క్రాప్ ఉన్నది, దట్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి స్టైల్. లైక్ టమాటో క్రాప్ ఉన్నది. టమాటోస్ ఎవ్రీబడి నోస్ ఇట్. టమాటాలు ఉన్నాయి ఇప్పుడు. అయితే కోర్టుకు పోయి పర్మిషన్ తీసే వరకు టమాటాలు ఏమైతాయండి టమాటాలు? 10 రోజుల తర్వాత పండిన టమాటాలు ఏమైతాయి?
Spoil.
పాడైపోతుంది
They
సార్.
will get spoiled.
ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పాలి.
కుళ్ళిపోవటం ఏమంటారు? పాస్.
అట్లా చెప్పేసి నేనేం చెప్తా కదా, ద టమాటోస్ విల్ బి రాటెన్, ROTTN, రాటెన్, ఆర్ టమాటో విల్ బి డికేడ్, DECAYED, ఆర్ టమాటో విల్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ ద పుట్రిడ్ స్మెల్. అంటే అవి మొత్తం క్షీణిస్తాయి, నాశనం అవుతాయి, పాడైతాయి, పురుగు పడతాయి అన్నట్టు అర్థం ఇది. రాటెన్ ఆర్ డికేడ్ ఆర్ పుట్రిడ్, ఇట్ బికమ్స్ ఓవర్ దేర్. ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ ద టైమ్ విచ్ ఇట్ టేక్స్ అట్లీస్ట్ 10 days, by the time he can sell the tomatoes and see that a good benefit would be come over there, instead of wasting it on the debris, in the garbage. Even cows also could not eat it. So when it takes a lot of time to take the permission, at the time he can sell it, and he can obtain the permission later. Because of the time factor is concerned, I could not come, but I applied it. But the tomatoes will be going to be rotten or decayed, and hence I sold it, and this much profit I got it, which I did it for the to attain the object of the waqf, and for the benefit of the waqf only I did the same thing, instead of waiting for so much time. Yes. That is called the prudent man's business. A prudent man should do the same thing. Yeah. Before the coming to the force of the Waqf, 1954, Mutawalli could file a suit relating to the Waqf, but now the power is the Waqf board. Of course, now the Mutawalli is not filing the case. It is the Waqf board is filing the case if they want to case it. Of course, he is the mediator, and he is the catalyst, and he is the instrumental, because he is the instrumental to supply all the information to the Waqf board, and the Waqf board will file the case if any Waqf property is encroached by any other person. So now, these are the, in nutshell, we can say regarding the Mutawalli. Then how the Mutawalli can be removed. Suppose a question is asked, the 5 marks, how a Mutawalli can be removed. Then what do? Only you write to that extent only, that okay, up to 5 marks only, that you can write it. After Mutawalli has been appointed, the founder cannot, of course, N is missed over there, cannot remove him unless such power has been provided under the Waqfnama. But how a Mutawalli can be removed over there? Sometimes the Waqif himself write in the Waqfnama. Suppose if it is not there, then the court has the power to remove the Mutawalli under the section, Waqf Act section also clearly says that how a Mutawalli can be removed. A court may remove the Mutawalli on the ground of misfeasance, breach of trust, or his unfitness, or any other valid reason. ఇప్పుడు నాకు చెప్పండి, నేను లా ఆఫ్ టాట్లో మీకు మిస్ఫీజన్ చెప్పాను. 3 ఉన్నాయి, దాని 3 ఉన్నాయి, ట్రయడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏంటి అవి 3 చెప్పండి. అందు ఫీజన్స్ వస్తుంది, కాకపోతే సఫిక్సా ప్రిఫిక్సా చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. సార్ ముందుగా మాకు ప్రిఫిక్స్ అంటే తెలియదు సార్. ఎస్, ప్లీజ్ సే, స్పీక్.
Misfeasance.
Yes.
Can you hear me, sir?
What is the next? I am hearing you. If not, I can say that definitely. Yeah. Yes, proceed. Anyone?
Hello.
I am hearing you,
Yes,
madam.
sir.
Please don't say hello. I am hearing you. Proceed.
I told, sir.
అది ఒక్కటే చేసిందండి మీరు. I told only one. I said three. THREE 3.
Yes, sir. Malfeasance, misfeasance, non-feasance.
Yes. What is meant by misfeasance? Non-feasance and malfeasance. Non-feasance, not paying at all, not doing at all is called non-feasance. Misfeasance, doing something but not in a proper way. Malfeasance, doing illegally is a malfeasance. I told in the last chart, these are distinctions among the three. Here, doing a particular thing but not in a right way. So, there is a negligence. Suppose, ruble. Ruble అంటే తెలుసా అండి? RUBBLE ruble. మట్టి, కాంక్రీట్, ఇసుక అన్ని రోడ్ మీద ఇలా వదిలిపెట్టాం అనుకోండి. ఏ రుబుల్ లైయింగ్ ఓవర్ దేర్ ఆన్ ద పబ్లిక్ హైవే అండ్ వి రిమూవ్డ్ ఇట్, బట్ స్టిల్ ద రుబుల్ ఈస్ దేర్, our manhole is kept open. At that instance, the misreasons you did it by the which were municipality or by the road and highway roadway department. So whenever you make a manhole, and at the time you have to keep the barricade and your red lantern covering with the lead wrapper over it so that it can be seen with the distance, and that should be done. If you don't do it, then it becomes a misfeasance. So if it ground, what the ground is a misfeasance, he can be removed, Mutwalli can be removed, and a breach of trust. See, he is a manager. తెలుగులో ఉన్నది కంచెనే చేను మేస్తే చేనుకి ఎవరు కావాలి? ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పండి. సిమిలర్ 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 ప్రావర్ చెప్పండి. ఎడేజ్. ఎస్ ఎస్ సార్, నో ఆర్ పాస్ ఆన్. సార్ మాకు ఆలోచించుకోనియండి సార్.
Done, sir.
ఎస్, కంచెనే చేను మేస్తే కెంచెనే ఆ కాలాన్ని దాని ఈక్వలెంట్ ఏంటంటే ఏ లా మేకర్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి ఏ లా బ్రేకర్. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? యు సే yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So now the question comes over here is, and a breach of trust, నమ్మకంతో ఇచ్చాడు. So if you use the usufruct for the purchasing of the వడ్డాలము, పెళ్ళానికి వడ్డానం కొన్నాడండి. ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పండి. ముతవల్లి పెళ్ళానికి వడ్డానం కొన్నాడు. ఏది సిల్వర్ అయినా బాగుండేది. వడ్డాలం సిల్వర్ పెడతారా అండి, గోల్డ్ పెడతారా? సార్ ముందుగాల వడ్డాలం అంటే మాకు తెలియదు సార్, అది చెప్పండి ముందుగాల. ఎనీవన్? The Mutwalli used the usufruct money and purchased for her wife to please her the gold waistband, the gold waist belt, waist, 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 WAST, waist. అది WAST waist కాదు, waist, WAIST, waist band or waist belt. వడ్డాలం అంటారు దాన్ని. So if he purchased the వడ్డాలము or the waist belt or the anklets or the chain or any other costly materials, and that is a mistrust that he did it, hence on that ground he can be removed over there. Yes, that is called the breach of trust or his unfitness. What is meant by unfitness? Yes, please say.
Failure of performance of duties.
Due to
Mainly due to physical illness.
either physical illness or the mental illness where he could not be capable of the attending or doing the protecting the property, either become a insolvent or become a bankrupt or become a lunatic or become a sexagenarian, octogenarian or becoming a senile, SENILE. ఏంటిదండి అది? సెనైల్ అంటే ఏంటిదండి? SENILE. స్నైల్ అంటలేను నేను. స్నైల్ అంటే నత్త. SNAIL, స్నైల్ అంటే నత్త. నేనన్నది సినైల్, SENILE. చెప్పాలా లేకుంటే పాస్ అనండి, నేను చెప్తా. Yes, senile means a person who crosses the octogenarian, means 80 years above ఉన్నారని ఏమంటారు, సెనైల్ అంటారు. జనరల్లీ ట్రీటెడ్ యాజ్ ఎ సెనైల్. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళకు థింకింగ్ పవర్ తక్కువ ఉంటుందని వాళ్ళ అంచనా. సో naturally when a person is incapable of the doing, and what he is doing is he doesn't know the act of it, so he becomes unfitness. Or సార్ బ్యాంక్రప్సీ ఏంటి సార్, లేక ఇన్సాల్వెన్సీ ఏంటి సార్, కిరణ్ లేడు ఇప్పుడు, కిరణ్ ఉంటే పట్టుతా ఉండే నాకు. సార్ ఇన్సాల్వెన్సీ కిరణ్ కొరకు నేను తయారు చేసిన ఆల్రెడీ. ఇన్సాల్వెన్సీ అంటే ఏంటి, బ్యాంక్రప్సీ అంటే ఏంటి? ఎస్ ఎనీవన్? ఎస్ చెప్పాలా? ఇన్సాల్వెన్సీ అంటే ఏంటిది, బ్యాంక్రప్సీ అంటే ఏంటిది? రేపు పోస్ట్ చేస్తా ఇది మీకు. ఇక్కడ ఇది తయారు చేసినది రేపు పోస్ట్ చేస్తా మీకు అందరికి. ఎందుకంటే మై స్టూడెంట్ షుడ్ హావ్ టు నో ఇట్, వాట్ ద నాలెడ్జ్ ఐ హావ్. సో బ్యాంక్రప్సీ వర్సెస్ ఇన్సాల్వెన్సీ. బ్యాంక్రప్సీ దేని అంటారంటే, బ్యాంక్రప్సీ ఈజ్ ఎ లీగల్ ప్రాసెస్ ఫర్ లిక్విడేటింగ్ వాట్ ప్రాపర్టీ అండ్ అసెట్స్ ఎ డెటర్ ఓన్స్ టు పే ఆఫ్ దైర్ డెట్స్. So it's a legal process under bankruptcy for a liquidating and ascertaining what property and assets debtor owns to pay off their debts. Insolvency then ante, insolvency is a financial state in which a person's or company's debts exceed their assets. ఎప్పుడైతే ఎక్సీడ్స్ అవుతాయో డెట్స్ దర్ అసెట్స్ కన్నా, దాన్ని ఇన్సాల్వెన్సీ అంటారు. సమ్వన్ హూజ్ బ్యాంక్రప్ట్ ఈజ్ ఇన్సాల్వెంట్, but here there is someone whose bankrupt is insolvent, but someone whose insolvent is not necessarily bankrupt. కాబట్టి బ్యాంక్రప్ట్ అంటే ఇన్సాల్వెంట్ అవుతాడు, కానీ ఇన్సాల్వెంట్ అయితే బ్యాంక్రప్ట్ కాడు. ఎందుకంటే ఈ కెన్ రికవర్ ఇట్ బై కటింగ్ డౌన్ ద హిజ్ ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ అండ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ఇంక్రీజ్ ద ప్రాఫిట్స్ సో దట్ హీ కెన్ క్లియర్ ద డెట్స్. టుమారో విల్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్. కాబట్టి అడ్వాన్స్ లో తయారు చేసి పెట్టేశాను నేను. సారు మీరు నీళ్లు రాకముందే కట్టేస్తారేంటి సార్, అది నా డిఎన్ఏలో ఉన్నది. ఓకే సార్, మీది మీ సుత్తి పెట్టకండి సార్, పాఠం చెప్పండి. ఓకే పాఠం చెప్తా. ఓకే, కమ్ టు ద పాయింట్. సో ఎనీ అదర్ వ్యాలిడ్ రీజన్ మీన్స్, సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ హీ బికమ్ ఏ lunatic, if he seriously ill and could not perform the duty, and at such a circumstances, yes, he is a valid reason that he could not perform it, then he can be removed. But the Waqf Act clearly says in section, on these grounds a Mutwalli can be removed. So we can cite the Waqf Act also. Once a Waqf comes into the existence and Mutwalli is appointed, and the founder has no power of removing him unless such a power has been specifically reserved in the Waqf deed. Once the Waqf becomes into existence and a Mutwalli is appointed, the founder, settler, the Waqif, has no power of removing him unless such a power has been specifically reserved in the Waqf deed, that is the Waqf Nama. Unless until it is clearly mentioned over there, up to that extent he could not remove it. The court has the power to remove Mutwalli. Yes, the court is having the power to remove Mutwalli. A court may remove a Mutwalli on the ground of misreason, breach of trust, or his unfitness, or for any other valid reason. The court's power of removal is unfettered. Here see, fettered or unfettered అన్న ఇందాక యూజ్ చేశాను. చెప్పండి ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేశాను అది ఇందాక మీకు. ఏమని చెప్పాను? మూడు చెప్పండి మీరు. I want to check it whether you have the memory or not, రికాప్షన్ పవర్ ఆర్ నాట్, ఆర్ ఫోటోగ్రాఫిక్ మైండ్ ఆర్ నాట్. చెప్పండి మూడు ఏం చెప్పాను నేను? కాళ్ళు, చేతులు, నాలుగు కన్నా. చెప్పండి ఇప్పుడు. యూ రిపీట్. పాస్ అన్నానండి, నేను చెప్తా మళ్ళీ. ఎస్, సే ఎస్ ఆర్ నో. భక్తులంతా నిద్రపోయినారు అనుకుంటా ఇప్పుడు భక్తులంతా. I told you no, my legs are fettered, my hands are handcuffed, my tongue is tied. Adi 3. The court's power of removal is unfettered, means it is fettered చేయలేదు. Unfettered means free liberty, and it can remove Mutwalli even if the settler has specifically laid down the Mutwalli should be removed. Even the court may say that he can undeny it if the Mutwalli also put specifically in the Waqfnama, unless there is not a reasonable ground. It is because of the foremost duty of the court is to consider the interest of the Waqf. Always the court will think, what is the benefit of the, not the, how the object of the should be attained over there. They will see the object of the Waqf and why it is so, whether the benefit to the people are not, which is stated in the Waqf object. Thus, a mutawalli who is a insolvent, suppose a mutawalli is insolvent, insolvent is the state of the financial condition. Bankrupt is a process. That is the difference. A mutawalli who is insolvent or who neglects to perform his duties as laid down in the Waqf deed. Suppose the Waqf deed having the certain duties, he has to perform it, and if he did not perform such a duties and made a breach of such a duties, or who claims adversely to the Waqf property, suppose if he using the adversely the Waqf property for his own personal ends and purchasing the waist band or waist belt or waist chain to the wife, gold or silver, can be removed by the court. At that instance, he can be removed by the court. That is already stated over there. And procedure for the remove the mutawalli and mutawalli by way of suit in the district court. Of course, the procedure is clearly laid down. If a person wants to remove the mutawalli, he should approach to the district court. A mutawalli appointed by the committee under the Religious Endowment Act 1863 is not a mutawalli under Muslim law. So a mutawalli, a manager of the Waqf appointed by the committee under the Religious Endowment Act 1863 is not a mutawalli under Muslim law, and therefore can be removed by the committee. So a person who is appointed to take care of the certain property, especially Endowment Act, at that instance, it cannot be removed by the committee. It can be removed only by the Waqif, or it can be removed only by the court. But a person who is appointed with the Religious Endowment Act 1863, he cannot be set in the definition of the mutawalli. Hence, the committee is having the right to remove him. Suppose 5 marks are given over there, you have to write the 5 marks answer. Suppose the mutawalli is given in the 15 marks question, define the mutawalli or explain the mutawalli, what are the powers and duties of the mutawalli, and how a mutawalli can be removed. At that instance, you have to give each one point after another point, and you have to deal it. That is the style of writing when you want to make it out. Only that we did it today, only the mutawalli, but it took a lot of time to us. So if any other question is there, you can ask me, and if not, I will close my today's lecture. Thank you very much for hearing me, and if any doubt is there, you can ask me now till I will post you my thanks slide to you. Yes, because it is in my blood. Unless until I post the thanks with you, I cannot wind up my online class. The reason is a person who speaks, he speaks with his enthusiasm, but a person who listens, he should have the more patience than the resource person. So it's a test for you. So you patiently heard me and you asked the questions, and I believe that it will be continued so long. I will say that there is no class up to that extent. Presumption is that my class. With this, I will stop my saying, and we will meet you tomorrow in the same timings, in the same frequency. That is the meeting number. And say, have a good day and a good